Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Breakaway with Wes Walls. I'm Audra Martin. What better way to cap off Hockey Day 2017 than with a huge come-from-behind win for the Minnesota Wild. They came in facing the Anaheim Ducks, a team also in first place in the Western Conference, a team playing some great hockey, and they played great hockey tonight, but the Minnesota Wild somehow, once again, found a way to battle back, proving you simply just can never count this team out.
Very resilient group, and I mean, this was a really good team that they beat. They've won 8 of their last 10 games, the Anaheim Ducks, and they've only given up 9 goals in their last 9 games. I mean, this was a tall feat for the Minnesota Wild to knock them off as well as the Anaheim Ducks are playing. You could see the Ducks when they come in here, especially in the first period, they tried to run the Minnesota Wild out of the building, out hitting them 14-4, 22-9 after 2 periods. You could see that was their game plan, but like most teams that come into Minnesota, try to run the Wild out of the building. It didn't happen. And the Wild didn't go away, and really the speed of the Minnesota Wild, especially the last half of this game, was too much for the Ducks to handle.
A great win for the Wild as they get the win for their head coach, taking on his former team, makes it that much sweeter. Here's a look at tonight's final stats. It was a great effort from the Wild, 25 shots on goal for Minnesota, 29 for the Ducks. Anaheim able to capitalize on one of their 2 power play opportunities. Unfortunately, 0 for 2 on the advantage for the Minnesota Wild. Tough to see that because it's been so red hot for the Wild lately, but hopefully they get it back on track tomorrow against the Nashville Predators. When it comes to the physical part of this game, we know Anaheim likes to throw their weight around. They certainly did tonight. 30 hits from the Ducks opposed to 17 from the Wild. But again, you can never count this team out. They find a way to battle back, and here's what their head coach has to say about their resiliency.
Well, I think there a lot of guys are confident, and they can do it over and over again. And I mean, certainly you wouldn't like to do it all the time, but you'd like to be able to think that you could do it when you have to do it.
Here's a look at what's next for the Wild. They get right back to work tomorrow as the Nashville Predators come to town. Back-to-back games are tough enough as they are. It's even harder when you're going against another Central Division opponent when you just face off against one of the best in the Pacific Division. The Nashville Predators, one of those teams at the start of the season, you kind of were scratching your head about what was going on because they have tons of talent, just weren't making it mesh. But now lately things are finally clicking for that team.
Yeah, they're playing a little better, and I think when they went out this summer and picked up PK Subban for Weber, Shea Weber obviously shook the hockey world. It was a huge trade, but just really has not translated into as many wins as they would like. And they're kind of hovering around that 8 spot right now, within 2 or 3 points, so in or out of the playoff spot. So this is a very important game for them. But what takes a little bit of the pressure off this game tomorrow, which is going to be difficult to win in back-to-back nights, was that the Wild were able to play so well here against the Ducks. It'll be interesting to see if Darcy Kemper gets the start tomorrow against the Nashville Predators.
A quick turnaround for the Minnesota Wild, but they've got a lot of momentum from a very big win tonight in their pockets to see if they can take advantage tomorrow night against the Predators. We look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, for Wes Walls, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.